Hi, I'm Michelle Rushing with Stampin' Butterfly. I hope you guys are having a good night. I wanted to come on and give you a quick look at my November paper pumpkin and share some alternative projects I made with the kit. And then at the end, we'll go ahead and put together one of those projects so you can kind of see how to do that. So let's take a look at the kit right now. All right, so this month's kit, which is the November paper pumpkin, is called Jolly Gingerbread. November 2020. They started labeling the boxes so you can see the name of the kit. And this one is decorated like a little gingerbread house. So I've seen some ideas on Pinterest where you can go ahead and assemble a couple boxes together and make a little gingerbread house. I have not attempted that yet, but maybe I'll get to that a little bit later. So when you open your box, it comes with some instructions. This kit makes 15 gift card holders and 15 envelopes. The instructions are included, and then you also receive a YouTube video. So you'll be able to go on YouTube and see a quick video on how to assemble your project. This kit included a Blushing Bride ink spot. Each month you get a different colored ink spot, and your first kit you get a block so that you can use that for all your future kits. Came with some dimensionals. Also a stamp set. Somewhere I've been playing with mine. So most of the stamps are actually pulled off and they're on blocks right now. I was making some projects, but there's a house, some swirls, some sentiments, and a to from. So you get your stamp set, and then there's all your little pre-cut pieces that you need to assemble. So there's the front of your house, and then there's a solid white one for your back. Comes with the little envelopes in your tear tape, and then there's 3 style gingerbread houses. There's one with a mint macaron door, there's one with a shaded spruce door, and then one with the daffodil door. I went ahead and I stamped that little gingerbread stamp so I could see what it looked like. So you can make some additional cards with some of the other cute stamps that are included in your kit. You also receive your envelopes, and they have cute little striped liners in there. And you'll get some candy dots to decorate your gingerbread house. So super cute. And then they gave us some glue dots to assemble the bottoms of your gift tags. I just used a little bit of my liquid glue. So anyway, so that's everything that comes in your kit. Let's take a look at one of the finished projects. So I went ahead and put one of the little gift tags together. So if you squeeze it, you just put your gift tag in there, or your gift card in there. And I've already stamped the to from and the little sentiments and your little decorations on your gingerbread house. So there's lots of different options. If you don't want just gingerbread gift card holders, you can make them into bookmarks or tags or cards or 3D projects. So I'll show you what some of those look like. So let's move the box aside and look at some of the projects. Alrighty, my basket of goodies. So one of the 3D items you can make is this little cute treat bag. I think it's from the Little Treats bundle. And I did a video earlier with these to show all the different things you can do. Well, if you look, the gingerbread house that's in the stamp set fits exactly on there. So I went ahead and colored this with some watercolor pencils. Well, I guess you can't see that way down. So I used some watercolor pencils to color that one. And then another 3D item I made is this cute little gift box. So you could put candy canes in here. You can put like a bag of chocolates. There's lots of things you can do. So there's lots of room in there, as you can see. And then all you did was really just glue 2 houses together. So you'll see there's the green door house and the yellow. And you just scored the bottom of the tag at 1/4 of an inch. And then you cut a 2 1/4 inch square and glued it to the bottom. And that's how you put that guy together. So let's set him aside so you can see him. Then if you didn't want to make it into an actual gift card holder, you can make it into a tiny card. So you could just cut that little flap off that comes in there, and you can make it into a little card. So that's really a cute idea. You can also, when you cut, so this one was together, so there's the back and the front of the gift tag. You can cut them apart and trim off that little flap. And I made 2 little gift tags. And I just added some extra pretty peacock and old olive ribbon that I already had in my crafting stash from this year. So you can make them into some tags. Then you can also make them into cards. So for this one, I went ahead and I took the back of one of those little gingerbread houses, and then this is the other back, and I just stamped the house, and on this one I actually colored it with the blends markers, so the alcohol markers on that. Added some ribbon that I had from another project, and then used one of the little tag punches. And that stamp is also in the stamp set, so you're good on that one. This one actually uses the envelope for that striped pattern, so that is the actual envelope from the kit. And I just cut it apart and used it as a strip for a background. And on here, instead of doing the Blushing Bride ink, I went ahead and did the Calypso Coral so it all matched. So that's another guy you can do. And then if you have some projects and some stamps from last year, we had some really cute gingerbread man paper from last year or the year before, I think it was, and a couple other stamp sets over the last few years. So this is from Cookie Cutter Christmas. So I went ahead and cut them out. And this time I used the Real Red and some current paper. I think this is from 'Tis the Season, which actually is the stamp that I used from one of the Itty Bitty Greetings stamp sets. And again, I used that same little tag. So that gives you another, and some red foil for his bow, but that gives you another option of another card you can make. So, you know, there's a cute little card. You can stamp the inside. And then, sticking with the colors of the kit, I went ahead and made this card. This one opens this way. But it uses the same tag front. I just cut them apart. I stamped it in the Blushing Bride, put it on a Blushing Bride card base, and then embossed with the Parisian Floral embossing folder on some white. And then I used the coordinating mint macaron alcohol marker and some, I don't know if you can tell, I colored it with the Wink Estella to give it some glitter. So I did some glitter on these little pieces, but it may be too hard to tell in the camera view. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to assemble this card and put this card together. I already did a little of the stamping to save us some time. So let's go ahead and move these projects out of the way and get out our supplies. So we need a card base, and we'll switch it up a little bit. I already did a little bit of the stamping, like I said. I haven't done the little shapes, so alcohol markers tend to bleed through. So I'm going to use a scrap paper underneath. Maybe I'll just pick that up. And then I'm just going to color it. Try not to color my, well, I'm coloring my fingers. All right, let's see if we can do it on here. So we're going to go for that. Color it up. And then we'll add a little bit of Wink Estella. Give it some glitter. So we'll just add some glitter to that guy. They dry pretty quick, the alcohol markers. So that gives us that. We'll move that aside. We have our little house. So now we just need to do a little trimming. So here's the finished card. We'll put that guy up there. Move some stuff over. All right. Actually, let's move that guy out of the way while we're doing our trimming. So first we want to see where the fold is. So you want to go ahead and trim the card in half because we're just going to use one side of that. So we'll put the other side over there. And then we just want to trim the flap off. So we're going to go ahead and just line that guy up. Go ahead and trim that one off. Set that aside. And now I have my card piece. Now we'll go ahead and get our embossing machine out. We'll move some of these pieces aside. We have our card base, embossing folder, and we're going to go ahead and emboss our piece. So when we're doing our embossing on the new Stampin' Emboss machine, we have new plates that tell you how to line things up. So for instance, this one is a 3D embossing folder. So we're going to use plate 1 and plate 4. So this is plate 1. And the thicker gray one is plate 4. We're going to go ahead, and there's a line at the bottom you'll see on the embossing folder to help us line things up. I'm going to go ahead and line it up. You always want to put this side in through the machine first. It keeps your embossing folder from cracking. Then we're going to go ahead and wheel it through. Pull it out. Let's see what we have. Oh, I love that. Look how beautiful that is. All right, so let's set that aside. Move our machine out of the way. All right, now we have our pieces. We can go ahead and assemble. Forgot my other little dimensionals. So on this card, we'll take out our finished product now that we have room again. So we'll take our bone folder, give card base a better crease. I'm gonna go ahead. I like liquid glue, especially on embossed pieces. Gives it a little bit better way to attach. Make sure our card base is the right way. And then center that. And the liquid glue gives you a little wiggle room. So if it's not as even as you like, you still have a little bit of time to get it lined up a little bit better. But if it's not lined up, that's okay. It's homemade, so nobody should be saying anything. So now we have our card base, our little gingerbread card base, and we're going to go ahead and add some dimensionals. So let's go ahead and add a few of those. Do some here, here, and here. And peel the little backings off. Set those aside. Gonna go ahead and line up the door. And we have our little star. I pulled in my little mini dimensionals. That's what I had to run over and get. I like these little minis. They just they fit a little bit better between things, and they're smaller. And then we'll try to stick that in there. That looks pretty good. And we need to put our little message on the front of our gingerbread house. Oh, see, when I stamped it, I didn't like that side, so I had to flip it over. So I always stamp first and glue second. But as you can see, the stripe was on this front side, which was really cute. So I had to go ahead and I just used my marker to add a lighter stripe around the outside of that. Then I'm going to go ahead and glue the gingerbread house to the front of our card again. You can use your snail on that or your adhesive tape, or you can use your liquid glue. So we'll go ahead and use our liquid glue. Just center that on our project. Hold it down for a second. Since it's embossed, it's a little bumpy. And now, move our scrap paper from coloring. Now we have our new card. So there you go. So you can use your tags and your gift card holders to make full-size cards if that's what you like. And the embossing folders give you a beautiful background, and it's just quick and easy. So I hope you enjoyed that and gave you some inspiration on additional things that you can do with your paper pumpkin kit. I look forward to next month. It looks like it's going to be some kind of bear themed about long distance and sending bear hugs to family and friends. So that one should be cute. So stay on the lookout for that. And if you want to subscribe for December's kit, you have to be a subscriber by December 10th. So I'll go ahead and put the links below in my post in case you're interested in signing up for next month. So hope you guys have a good evening. Thanks for joining me. Have a good night.